Hello and welcome from Arambol. We are just out here exploring, basking in that solitude among a big group of people. That's how traveling goes, I guess.
Waking up in new places is always strange at first, but even if there's any amount of greenery and nature around, you feel at ease quicker and can find a homely feeling anywhere. In the middle of what seemed like an Arambolian jungle, I felt invited to take deep breaths and do something nice for my mind. Being alone in new places not only makes you self reliant for taking care of your general survival, but also keep yourself entertained. And it's easier to do in places as stimulating as Arambol. After moseying around for a bit and sunbathing from my bedroom, I contemplated stepping out and got all my supplies ready.
Every place brings out a different side of you. In fact, multiple sides. Today I'm here in Arambol and I'm starting to feel like a strong, empowered woman because I just learned how to drive a scooty and I rented it for the first time just for myself. It's not fun driving it around and seeing women drive bikes here. It's quite commonplace. So I thought to myself, just get over yourself and just do it.
I guess that's what traveling is, isn't it? Seeing new people and places and ways of life and realizing, this is how one ought to live. Getting over your fears always yields results, like stopping at random places on my scooty and stumbling across so many beautiful sights.
And I think another thing that I learned is that our attitude in general in life should be like this. What can I learn from this person who's very different from me instead of condemning them for those differences? And trust me, we meet all kinds of people here. Arambol has been a hotbed of cultural exchange. That's pretty much true for all of Goa. You kind of get to place yourself in a world which was previously beyond your imagination. And all this self realization is happening against the backdrop of intense greenery.
And vast blues of the sky and the sea. And art. People from different walks of life meeting on the shoreline. It's hard to not feel gratitude when I see places like these and have experiences such as these. I think of the generational advantage I so obviously have over my mom or even my elder sister. Things were not so easily accepted back then. A girl traveling alone to new and faraway places was one of them. My mom could not even think of it, and my big sister could do only that. But here I am, living it.
Arambol has a lot to teach. And no, I'm not talking about all the things that it's infamous for, but all the reasons why I can't think of a better term, outcasts find themselves drawn here. I think I can name one thing which I found here that could be the reason for, and that is Arambol, I think, is also synonymous for acceptance. People don't really care what you look like, what you're up to, as long as you're not harming the environment. and not troubling anyone else. And what does acceptance lead to? Freedom. And what does freedom to be oneself lead to? Creative inspiration. Days turn to nights, and Arambol puts on a different getup. The sun is replaced by warm bulbs. I decided to challenge myself yet again and do something I had never done before: attend a community ecstatic dance. I think of myself as an ambivert, so I was unsure whether I would enjoy this openness with strangers. But what I learned that night was that no matter how many preconceptions, opinions, and labels you have for yourself, you sometimes have to drop them all and just dance to the beat. There are many kinds of freedom that exist in life. Some we know about as they coincide with fundamental rights such as freedom or right to education, freedom to profess religion of our choice, and freedom to earn a livelihood. But some kinds of freedom we learn about as we grow up, such as the freedom to move around, freedom of having your own space. In Arambol, I felt so many different kinds of freedom: to roam around freely, to dress how I want, and to unapologetically lie on the beach. The freedom to just be and not be perceived. With an empty and peaceful mind, I had the freedom to be inspired. Apparently, Mr. Lucky Ali wrote O Sanam here, which is one of my favorite songs of all time, and I can totally see it. Arambol offers a deeper connection to nature and in turn to oneself. And in turn, one of the best kinds of freedom is born, in my opinion. Freedom from the limitations we place on our own selves. Anyways, this was my tiny trip to Arambol. Big downloads that I had while I was here. I'm gonna go back to enjoying serenity here. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this little nugget of life from my corner of the world. And I hope to see you in a video soon.